That's what I call the golden circle. The golden circle in any language learning process defines that you, as a language learner, should define exactly what you want to get. What is the ultimate aim? There are two things, or the two reasons why we learn languages, essentially. Either to sit for exams and succeed or pass them, or to be able to communicate effectively in the language, or both of them. Let us say you want to sit for exams and pass without necessarily learning how to speak the language. Then I would invite you to spend more of your time learning the language with your eyes, because it's the mental job. You've got to learn the rules and regulations of the language in order to apply them when writing. But if you want to learn a language to read and write, at the same time, speak the language, then you have to adapt a new strategy. And the lack of this strategy is what is at the center, or the reason why a lot of people fail, even after spending so many years learning the language. I will explain. If you spend your time learning a language with your eyes only, believe me, you can spend about 10, 15 years learning a language, you will still not be able to speak it, because learning to speak a language is a physical activity. Speaking is a physical activity. It means that if you don't practice speaking, believe me, you can read 1,000 books in French. You will not be able to speak the language fluently. You can speak, but not fluent, not becoming fluent. Fluency comes from practice. It's a physical thing. You've got to open your mouth and speak. That means you need to practice. You need to practice and practice and practice and practice and more practice. In fact, fluency comes from practice. You can't get or become fluent from reading alone. You can't, it's not possible. And that's the missing link. This is one thing a lot of people don't understand, especially the language teachers. The poor information in your head, believing that those information will open your mouth. No, it's not true. If you want to teach somebody to speak, you need to allow the person to practice. You need to make the person practice. So practice is at the key or the center of all your language mastery. That is the speaking aspect of it. But if you want to learn to write, read and write, then you need to use your head to learn how to read and write, learn the rules. But if you want to learn how to speak, please practice, more practice. That's the only way. Until next time, friends, please keep speaking up.